channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing a quick little unboxing / review of Ion Layer. These are medical grade patches that give you things like NAD+, which is something that is super popular and super common right now. Full disclosure, Ion Layer did reach out to me and they asked me if I would want to try their patches. I said yes. So this video is not at all sponsored, but they did send me the product for free, and this is my honest kind of feedback and review. So if this is something that you have been thinking about trying out, my hope is that this video helps you learn a little bit more about what you can expect if you do order from Ion Layer. So first of all, I went with the NAD+. They do have a few other like vitamin type infusions. I went with NAD+. Like I said, it's kind of a really big topic in the health and wellness industry right now. A lot of the people that are using something like Ion Layer are like biohackers, doctors, things like that. I am none of those things. I do care about my health and wellness. I am a personal trainer and nutrition coach. And I would be lying if I said I hadn't been intrigued by all the people who are using NAD+, doing the injections, infusions, things like that. Which isn't something I've really felt like I needed to go invest in yet, but since they offered to send this to me, I said, why not? If you've been following me for a while, then you know I tried Row Nutrition's NAD+, their liposomal supplement recently. I liked that. I thought that was a pretty good product. Definitely felt a little boost in energy while I was taking that. So I was curious to see how this would work and what it would feel like to use it. So first of all, let's just talk about what comes in the box. It is a prescription product, so you do need to get a prescription from a licensed doctor in order to get it. Ion Layer takes care of all of that for you. You fill out a short little intake form with basic information, and they approve it pretty quickly, assuming there are no red flags or medical risks. So you get the box, it's a prescription. On top, you're gonna have your little patches. These go over top of the actual medical patch, and the reason that you need a prescription is because the patches are actually medical grade and they're like electronic pulses. I'm not really sure all the specifics of it, but I'll show you. It's down here at the bottom of the box. It's an Ionto patch. They have like a positive and negative charge on them, and they do send the product like throughout your skin. So that is what requires the prescription. You get pretty detailed instructions in the box on how to mix everything up, because you'll have the vials that contain the actual compound, the NAD+, and then you have a couple of different solutions. You have your blue solution here, and then inside the patch box is the pink solution, and the directions would tell you exactly how to mix everything up. You just have to put, on the patches, you have to put, it's the pink solution goes on the negative side. So you just put your pink solution on there, and then the blue solution gets mixed with your little vial of the product. You shake it up, and then you pour that onto the positive side. And then what you do is you take a part of your body that's free of hair, and if you don't have a part, or there's a part that you want to be free of hair, they suggest that you use like clippers to take the hair off instead of a razor. I'm not sure why. But again, it's all in the little instruction card. A lot of people place it right here, which is where I did mine. I've seen them do it on the upper arm. I've seen people do it here. And then what you do is you just pop this little patch over top and you wear it for 12 to 14 hours. I actually wore mine overnight because I was a little nervous of like side effects. I wasn't really sure what to expect. I wore mine overnight. Mine was on for about 12 hours and I took it off. I've only done one of them so far. This pack came with 6. And they recommend that you do a patch every 5 days. And then if you're, out and about, this protects your patch and just keeps it dry and clean. And then you take it off and you're good for 5 days. They also, if you really wanted to ramp it up, I do think it says you can do it every other day for 14 days for more of like a loading phase. Again, I'm not that like serious about any of this stuff. I'm just more curious seeing what it's like, because this is such a big topic in the wellness industry. I do think it's a good option if you are somebody who would want to do this from home, not necessarily go into a clinic and do an IV or get injections, which can be pretty pricey. This is not cheap, but it is more cost effective than if you were to go do the injections. So overall, I think it's a pretty cool concept, good product. Telehealth is obviously a big thing, and being able to get it online and be able to access the doctor really quickly and easily. They have like a little portal. I could message the doctor back if I wanted to. I really didn't have any questions or concerns. The process was quick, it was easy. And they send you everything they need, and then the instructions are really, really clear and detailed, so I wasn't worried at all about messing anything up. And then one question that I've gotten since I've shared about this is, do you feel anything, like any kind of like buzzing or pulsing from the patches? I did not. Again, I wore it while I was sleeping and it really wasn't irritating at all. I didn't really think about it. But some people do report a little bit of it, and I think it's because sometimes if they get wet, you'll feel, and you're not gonna get like electrocuted or anything, but you will feel a little bit of buzzing or pulsing from what I understand. But overall, I think it's a pretty good product if you're interested in, you know, the benefits of NAD+, which is like, you know, more energy, less inflammation, things like that. There's a lot of benefits to them. I'm not going to go into details. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you're already kind of interested in NAD+ and thinking about trying the patches. Personally, I think that, you know, injections are probably the easiest because it's like one and done. And you don't really have to think about it, but you also have to factor in, you know, you're driving to somewhere to get it done, you know, and it's more expensive. So this is an easy at home kind of kit. You can order them to get delivered every month if you want to. I think they had a few different delivery options on there, and of course, the more you buy, the more you save on them. So I will leave a link down below. I also have a discount code for you guys, so I'm gonna leave that down below. So if you are interested in it, make sure you use it because you get $100 off your order, which just makes it a pretty sweet deal. And then I'll leave any other details down below. And then if you guys have used these patches, whether for NAD+ or any of their other products, be sure to let me know. I'd love to hear your feedback.